In the warmth of the village, Marama and Bintu shared dreams like mangoes under the sun, a bond built on laughter and the pure simplicity of childhood. Then came Joseph, a chance encounter at the market, a glance that held promises, and a spark that ignited the quiet corners of Marama's heart. Under the mango tree, time stood still. Joseph didn't just listen. He heard the rhythm of her soul, and for a moment, the world felt perfect. But ambition has a loud voice. Joseph showed her the world on a piece of paper, and Marama, fueled by love, dared to let him reach for it. She packed his bags, hiding her fear behind a supportive smile. She was the anchor, he was the sail heading into the unknown. The departure felt like a fracture. She waved, he walked, and the distance between them began to grow, measured not in miles, but in silence. The village compound felt like a fortress. Joseph's mother saw not a daughter, but a burden. The cold welcome was the first chill of winter. Days turned to labor. The harsh sun watched as Marama washed away her dreams in the dust, criticized by eyes that refused to see her worth. Phones became their only bridge, but the signal was weak, and so was the connection. While she clung to memories, he was building a life that had no room for them. The video call brought his face into her room, but his heart was light years away. He dismissed her love like it was old, inconvenient news. In the shadows, Bintu watched. She didn't see a friend's heartbreak. She saw an opportunity, climbing the ladder of someone else's success. With a calculated smile, she began weaving a web, using the screen to spin lies that would unravel Marama's entire world. She brought the poison to the table. Bintu whispered, Joseph listened, and the doubt seated itself deep in his ambition. The phone became a weapon. His voice, once tender, now cut through her soul. "It's over," he said, and with that, the world went dark. She was cast out. The gate that once welcomed her now marked her exile. She walked away, carrying the heavy weight of a shattered life. Back home, the arms of her mother were the only shelter left. She wept, no longer for him, but for the girl she used to be. The village air turned sour with rumors. They whispered of his return, and with every word, the heartbreak resurfaced. She peered through the window, not at a wedding, but at a betrayal. Bintu, wearing the dress that should have been hers, stood triumphant. The altar was a stage for their arrogance. Marama watched from the shadows, a solitary ghost at a feast of lies. She tried one last time to understand, but the gate was slammed shut. Silence was her only answer. Fate, however, has a way of balancing the scales. Their world, built on deceit, crumbled in the heat of a single tragic night. The gold turned to ash. As their luxury burned, the cracks in their union widened into a chasm of mutual disgust. In the city, a new light dawned. Mr. Kamar saw what Joseph couldn't, the strength, the grace, and the untarnished spirit of Marama. She was no longer a servant to someone else's ambition. She was queen of her own reality, cherished, stable, and finally at peace. And then their paths crossed once more. He, driving through the dust of his own failures, she, riding toward a horizon of her own making. The look in his eyes was the final verdict.